And welcome back. I appreciate you guys, as always, for tuning back in. We are live here with another special guest. As I told you guys, we are putting together the dream team for essentially all of you guys that are looking to move abroad. So many different ways there are to go about carving up this move abroad process. So each of the people that we bring on and have brought on are designed to make that process a lot easier for you. Now, I get all the messages, I get all of the comments, I get everything that comes to the pages, and all of them are asking one similar question: how can I move abroad, and how do I make money to do so? Now, I always tell you, guys, I have my hats and the things that it is that I do, but maybe that isn't for you. So I've reached into the community and brought back none other than Miss Bianca Lynch. She is here today to be able to talk to you guys about how to get that question answered, which is, how do I make money online? How do I put myself in a way where I can leave America and still make US dollars while traveling the world? So thank you, Bianca, for taking a little bit of time out of your busy schedule to talk to the people.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me. I love talking money.
Yeah, no, listen, that is the biggest topic that I get as far as number of messages. That is the number one. What do you guys all do for work? How do you make money online?
Yep.
And I've told so many people that this digital age has changed so much. We have been in a traditional scenario where I feel like computers came and they were like, okay, everybody's got to have one. But as we've gotten older, depending on what you may do for work, the number of people that have actually gotten on a computer is relatively, it's getting a lot smaller, because you got your phone, you got tablets, but getting on a computer. And I tell people when they ask me, well, how do I make money online? I ask them, well, do you know the Microsoft Office suite? Do you know these things? Because my thought process is traditional work, traditional remote work, virtual assistant, these kind of, I would say, in the box kind of professions or careers. However, with the digital age, because everybody's got a tablet or a phone, multiple devices in hand, we're seeing more of a social media kick, more content creation going on. But a lot of people are saying, well, I'm not a content creator and I'm not an influencer. How can this be a part of something that I feel like is a part of my move abroad strategy? And that's where you come in, because it seems like you've been able to carve a niche out for people that maybe haven't had the experience in doing something like this, are interested in it, whether it's I'm staying in the United States and I want to make money, or this may be the option for me to move abroad. So please tell me, who are you in regards to this store process and remote work or digital marketing? Because I know that is a story within itself.
Oh, man, listen, I am just a girl who got tired of working a job and decided to start throwing spaghetti at the wall, figuring out how I could make money for myself. So I actually started in the entrepreneurial space back in 2017. And
Okay.
at the time I was in a tech role. I've talked about this a lot on on my channels as well. She's booking the flight, by the way, y'all, is where y'all can find me. And I literally just was like, you know what? I do social media for these big companies that have these like big budgets and all these teams. Let me see how I can help out small business owners. So I started off doing social media consulting. I don't know what I was doing. I opened up an Excel sheet and I started putting in names of people who I thought could use my help, like my dentist and my hairstylist. Like I was just like, you know what? Let me just see. And then crazy enough, less than like 2 months later, I was laid off from that job.
Hmm.
So yeah, I tell people, the people who be out here talking about what about stability, I'm like, what stability? What job stability?
That is a whole nother can of worms going on in the
Yeah.
United States right now.
I'm like, I've been fired. I've been laid off. I've had to like quit jobs suddenly because of the toxic culture. Please stop thinking job security is a real thing. But like you said, that's another conversation. So that actually was the first time I ever got a taste of entrepreneurship. And I'm not gonna lie to you, RJ. After that little taste of freedom, I was like, oh. Oh, anybody
Mm-hmm.
telling me what to do? I'm waking up doing what I want to do. And me personally, like I'm a very disciplined a very disciplined person in general with my business. So even though I didn't have somebody looking over my shoulder, I was actually really excited to be like waking up and working on my business. So fast forward to about 5 failed jobs later, where I had to
Mm-hmm.
get to a point where I realized I'm just not employable anymore. Like it just could not work out at any other job because I'd already had a taste of that freedom. So I'd been in and out of different corporate roles. I'm telling y'all, the big corporations, startups, agencies, listen, your girl done been in all of them. And then in December 2023, that was when I left what I called my big girl 6-figure job. And I know there were a lot of people who were like, girl, are you crazy? They love you.
Mm-hmm.
You were traveling. And I was like, yeah, but I was also burned out. I was also having like mini panic attacks every time I heard the Microsoft Teams sound going on. Like I was like the amount of meetings that I was having, dumb meetings that could have been an
Mm-hmm.
email. Listen, corporate girlies, y'all know, y'all already know. So anyways, fast forward through quite a few different business failures. I've tried so many things in terms of making money online. And it's actually one of the reasons why I love talking about it because, like you said, RJ, so many people think, oh, well, I'm not a content creator. I'm not an
Mm-hmm.
influencer. Like you just assume just because you're not comfortable picking up a phone and talking into it, making videos, that means that you cannot make money online. But I'm here to tell you there are so many different avenues that you can
Mm-hmm.
take to make money online. The brand that I currently have, the one that's getting most of my time and attention, is She's Booking the Flight. And that kind of started accidentally because I just started this page on TikTok because I just wanted to talk about travel. And then people were like, how are you affording all these flights? And I was like, what you mean? You don't know how to get a flight on a budget? You don't know how to find good flight deals? So I started creating digital products related to travel, and digital products are one of my main sources of income. So I started making digital products, and then I started talking about my journey of moving abroad. I think I was like 43 days out, and I made a video. I was like 43 days until I leave the US. And when I tell you my jaw was on the floor at the amount of people that were like, follow, tell me more. I'm following this journey. Please keep telling us. Like, I was like, damn. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
had no idea how many people wanted to leave the United States. So, my husband and I actually left on February 4th, 2024. We are digital nomads, so we have been in 10 different countries since last year. It's been a lot,
Wow.
okay? Yeah. It's
That
been
makes that's tiring. I know it.
now you I'm very very happy to be chilling in Colombia right now. I will say that
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
had some great experiences. I have no regrets, but yeah, we are very happy to be chilling. But yeah, now I'm in Colombia for the third time and we are somewhat settled here. And yeah, now I'm here helping other people who want to live this lifestyle.
Nah, that's funny. You said Colombia for the third time and not realizing that if it hasn't happened to you, it will happen to you. When you go to Colombia, Cartagena, Medellin, Barranquilla, it doesn't really matter. You're going to get stuck for a little bit
Yep.
longer than you expected. I hear even
Hmm.
people coming on vacation. They're like, yeah, I switched my flight 3 times before I actually left. Like my boy does it every time. Shout outs to B Young. He does it every time. He comes there for work and literally changes his flight all of the time. And what you guys don't understand is you don't have that feeling about America. You don't feel
Mm.
like America makes you like want to change your flight or position yourself to keep you there. Most of the people that are tuning in are looking for ways out of America and are saying, okay, well, RJ comes on, he brings his people, he brings his conversation and gives them an understanding. But this is unique because I think a lot of people are thinking that it's a bigger hill than it actually is in getting to this space because I'm in sales. I've been in sales for quite some time. But I always tell people that say I can't do sales or I'm not even in the sales. And I'm like, everything you do is sales, no matter which way you look at it. If you are in a friend group with your friends and you say, hey, I want to go to McDonald's, and they say I want to go to Burger King, and then all you say is, well, they got the McRib back. that may be the sale or the conversation. I mean, you're doing something in that regard. So I tell people all the time, before you say no, I think people need to have a better understanding of how to look at certain things. Because when you talk about creating a digital product, and I want to get into the other avenues as well, but the digital product space is really important because I often ask people, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? You know, oh, I could talk about this all day, or I know how to do hair, or I know how to do X. And oftentimes when moving abroad and refocusing back in on community, you realize it is what it is that you are, who it is that you are, what you can provide, the value that you have, the expertise that you may have that no one else has, which, when looking at it from that perspective, I think it lowers the barrier for people when it comes to, well, I don't know anything. Bro, you can literally tell me how to in and out travel points and credit card points and how to, you know, this like the back of your hand. But we, as humans, because we're overworked, overwhelmed, whatever the case is, I feel like we run into a lot of scenarios where we forget who we are often, and that is a short-sighted scenario for ourselves. So with the digital products, let me ask you, because you probably said products, you started with, okay, how do I go about getting this flight? Where did you kind of maneuver from there?
Yeah, so I actually started making digital products even back in the day whenever I was a social media consultant. Full transparency, I sold
Okay.
barely any of them. I can probably count on one hand how many I sold. So I didn't actually start successfully selling digital products until last year. But in terms of travel, because people were asking me like how I was affording, all of these flights, and they were like, "Oh my goodness, isn't it so expensive?" I was like, Bianca, you know some flight hacks. Like you know some ways to keep your trip on the low. Cause at that point I was fairly well traveled, not as well traveled as I am right now, but that's actually another good point to make. Going back to what RJ said, is I understand that you might feel like, oh, I can't do this, or like I'm not qualified, but I'm here to tell you that where you are right now is more than enough to help somebody else. I remember not wanting to start She's Booking the Flight because at the time I had only traveled to 10 countries because I was
Hmm.
so focused on the people that I was following who'd been to 80 countries and 60 countries. And I was like, Bianca, you don't even know anything. And thank goodness
Yeah.
I didn't listen to that voice. Thank goodness I still decided to take action. And like I said, whenever people started asking me questions, I was like, Bianca, this is something that you can package and offer to people so that you don't got to be saving all these videos on TikTok, liking all these videos on YouTube. You got a blog post over here. I was like, let me create something all in one spot where I am telling people how to travel on a budget. And because, as you can probably tell, I'm a talker. I was like, let me make a masterclass because there are some people who are their team like ebook or their team course, and there's nothing wrong with any of those things. I think another big part of digital products is really playing up to your strengths, playing up to what feels natural for you. And for me, because it's so easy for me to talk about how to travel on a budget, that's when I decided to do a budget travel masterclass. And it kind of went hand in hand with me trying to get a link in my bio on TikTok because y'all know that you got to have 1,000 followers. At the time, I didn't have 1,000. So basically, I was doing a 2 for 1. I was like, hey, y'all, listen, y'all be asking me all these questions about how to travel. I'm working on something for y'all. I'm creating an entire class, but I can't drop it in my bio until I get to 1,000 followers. So that's really kind of how I launched it, slash, like, kind of like played it up. This was last
Hmm.
January. This was like less than 2 weeks before me and my husband actually left the US. So that's kind of how it started with the budget travel masterclass. It came from a need. It came from me putting myself out there and then paying attention to what people were asking me and giving the people what they wanted.
Yeah. No, and seriously. And the noise of America oftentimes doesn't give you the space to even hear what the world is calling for you, the energy. And I tell people, and I'm like, I thank God because been through enough to see that that's how it operates in my life. Like even you and I meeting each other, I'm like, everything, I just got to keep walking, keep doing what it is that I'm supposed to do, and the world and the good energy that is out here will essentially meet you there. I have a lot of people once again wrap their head around the digital product space, and well, I'll just go get a remote job, and I have to be the one to break it to everybody. You heard it here first. Before CNN broke it, before anywhere else. Remote work is dying. American jobs are not actively hiring remote workers as massively as they were in the past. That's
Mhm.
just not happening. More people, because we had a pandemic go through, so that was obviously reason to go into remote work. But many of these big companies, they have buildings. I used to work for AT&T. There's multiple campuses around the country where they are incentivized to put you in there. They have contracts with food, even in the city of Philadelphia. They want to make sure that the hot dog stand is getting some money for people that are coming downtown. So, in looking at, okay, I'm looking to move, I am starting to see more and more people, friends, people I actually know, and people I don't know, strangers, are saying, I'm willing to leave my career. I'm willing to shift my focus on what it is that I do for work versus staying here with what isn't comfortable, but it's comfortable. And deciding, okay, well, this is where I'm going to live. And I see so many more people that are starting to say, hey, well, what am I good at? What freelance opportunities can I get? What entrepreneurial opportunities can I get? And you may not be, not you, Bianca, but you, the person that's watching this, may not be the entrepreneur. And it may be an opportunity, whether it's starting a small business and just running it online, but even being a part of a small business as we continue to network and grow with these kind of things. You think the person that is selling all of the digital ebooks doesn't need a social media person or a person to help with the emails, or so we have to start realistically rethinking the box of, okay, this is what I need to move abroad, and start looking at it from a different perspective. Um, like I said, the digital products is one lane. What other ways have you seen for people to make money online that you help cater to?
Yeah, absolutely. So, as much as I love me some digital products, my favorite way to make money online is actually affiliate marketing. And
Hmm,
the cool thing about affiliate marketing is you can pair affiliate marketing with almost any other business, similar to digital products. Because I got my own hot take. I think no matter what business you have, you need to have a digital product. Like I
right.
don't care what you do. Okay, you need to have a digital product, but I'll leave that tangent for later. But affiliate marketing is actually my number one favorite way to make money online because you don't have to create anything new. You already are giving your money every single day to companies, brands, businesses that you are already gushing about to your friends and your mama and your man, all of these people. You already do an affiliate marketing. You're just not getting paid for it. Affiliate marketing is simply earning a commission for referring other people. So it's like you out here sending these people these Amazon links, not knowing that you can be earning a commission for it. You're over here sending this person to this hairstylist, and you don't know, oh, guess what? They have a referral program. You're not even noticing that all these apps you use and they say share with a friend, work with us, affiliate, partner with us. So affiliate marketing is actually one of the, in my opinion, one of the most like lowest hanging fruits in terms of ways to get started making money online, especially if you are someone who feels like the thought of writing an ebook, the thought of making a video just feels like your heart is already pounding out of your chest. Then don't try to recreate the wheel. Just pick something that you already know and love and start shouting about it from the rooftops. And going back to what you said about sales, that's the other thing I love about affiliate marketing, because do you know how easy it is to sell something that you already know and use and love? Do you really think it will be hard for me and RJ to sell you on Medellin? Do you really think that me and RJ are going to run out of reasons as to why we love Medellin? We can have an entire live on what we
Seriously.
love about Medellin. So, affiliate marketing is another one that I like a lot. And I have a few more, but I don't want to go down a rampage. So, just, stop me and let me know.
Nah, you're good because I tell people if somebody is not new here and you see all my lives, please go to YouTube, Black Expat Life Abroad. There's over 200 videos. You're going to see why I started smiling when you said that because I tell people they're already doing their job. They're just not getting paid for it.
Mm,
Like the part that you it's the craziest thing. So I'm a travel agent, but the reason I became a travel agent was because I really wanted to travel. On top of I was getting all of the calls. My grandma, my uncle, my old cousins, my old family members were calling me and saying, "Can you help me find a good flight?" Or can you help me plan this trip because I see you traveling? Oh, you plan the group trips? You get the group trip out the group chat?
mm,
Oh, that's cool. Like I was doing already the work that it is. When you say, listen, them people that do the Beyonce had the new secret stuff come out, and they edges is all flourishing back. Everybody been sharing it. Oh my gosh, look what Secret did before and after. What you think affiliate marketing is? It's the exact same. That's why I said it's perspective. It's to understanding what you already doing, who it is that you are, and realizing that you're already doing the job. You just don't get any of the payment. So many of us are already unpaid travel agents. Well, so many of the other people are already unpaid travel agents. They go do the research. I do my own research. I book my own flights. I book my own trips.
yep.
You are a travel agent. You just don't get paid. You just pay all of the consumer fees and none of the benefits of doing exactly what you're doing. You don't have to change what you're doing, what you want to do. You just have to do it smarter. And I think a lot of people, when looking to move abroad, are overcomplicating this entire process. They're looking at the AI and saying, "I don't want to write a ebook. Don't. Do you know how many people are writing ebooks on AI and is printing them out, putting on a cover, slapping it on Amazon Kindle, and are making thousands of dollars a month of full-time income off of products, things that they are either one creating themselves or, like you said, with affiliate marketing, you being, giving somebody else the hookup. Hey, let me give you this information on something that I already stand by because I already have it. Like you guys don't have to rethink everything. It's just
Yep.
thinking about it in a way where it's like, my perspective on this is different. I'm taking what I already do and I'm turning it into income
Yep.
because we're not doing that in the United States at all. And I think that is why that question keeps coming up because it seems extremely foreign to be who you are, to do something and get paid for it that you're already doing. You're thinking that I need to go start something else. You think I need to go do something else. And it's like, well, have a conversation with Bianca. Have a conversation with RJ. You may understand that if you have a right consultation, you may look into a scenario where it's like, wait, hold on. I didn't realize that I have the ability to teach people how to braid hair. Do you know how many people are looking? I'm in Mexico right now. Let me tell you, I miss Medellin so much. I literally compare every price from here. Like, why is Jamaican jerk chicken in Mexico the same price as a sit down restaurant in Colombia? Why is it $235 for braids here, and it's 65 dollars, and they come with the hair, and they come to your house in Colombia? I'm like, so I have a lot of people who are like, all right, let's take a look at these things and let me figure out where it is I can go, what skill sets I have, how to stand these up so where it's like I can make the money. One of the things I want to pivot into because a lot of people and you said this earlier, you had the $100,000 job, and a lot of people have that number in their head. I got to make 100 grand. I need to make 100,000, $3,000 a month in the United States. Some people live as $2,000, $3,000 a month in affiliate marketing. But when you look at it,
Oh wait, I can't hear you. Mm-mm. Oh, hey y'all on IG. Virtual assistants. How do you get in? I always get denied. You always get denied as a virtual assistant? What you mean? I'm definitely stuck in a space of overthinking a lot. We all do it. We all overthink a lot. I hear you. Instead of making the moves for the money to leave. That's where you got to start. You got to start with action. Like you have to start where you are, but you got to stop saving all the videos. You got to stop doubting yourself, and you got to be willing to just go try something. Like I tell people, motivation is BS, okay? Momentum is the motivation. Just like be willing to try something even if it doesn't work. You said affiliate marketing, I'm always denied. What Oh, hey RJ. Sorry, I was up here talking to somebody who was commenting on IG. RJ, I still can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Now I can. Oh wait, no, it left again.
I'm trying to get on my tablet if you can hear me. So
Okay, I
if you
can
can't
I
hear me,
can
that's
hear
not a
you.
problem.
Yeah, it's going in and out, but I
It's
can hear
okay.
you
I'm
now.
trying to get on my yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to get on my tablet because the internet is sometimes not my friend.
Ah, okay. Touche. I know how that is.
Oh, good. Yeah, one of the problems. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, so you said affiliate marketing, you said you always get denied. So I'm affiliates for a lot of things that I've never even had to actually apply to. So rooted in motherhood. If you can send me a DM because I wanna understand a little bit more about the affiliate marketing routes that you're trying to take.
Nah,
Okay, I can hear you.
get behind things you're passionate about. Like I said, don't jump out and start talking about puffer coats and you've never been seen as a puffer coat.
Yeah.
Um, I have a partnership with Freebird. I don't have a hat. The reason I have a hat on is because I got a bald head and I need to go get a haircut. But I'm bald, and people know me. I've been bald since I was 24. That's over 14 years ago. So what that means is people know me to be bald. They may take my recommendations. You know how many brothers I haven't talked to since college, and they either saw me on the Freebird commercial, or they like, hey brother, I'm thinking about going bald. Do you have any shavers you recommend? Well,
Yep.
yeah, I actually do, brother. I got you. These are things that, like I said, in our community, we understand what the hookup is. It's
Yep.
the exact same concept. Like I said, we're not taking some foreign concept and asking you to apply it to something that you don't know. No, do what you are already doing. Share
Yeah.
something that you like or love. You know, you have an expertise. Put it into something where you don't have to answer the same questions. Even simplifying your own life, because you said I had to save all the videos and I had to do this. You know what? It's all in the ebook because I keep getting these questions positioned these way. Here it is. It'll take you to time, but it'll cost you $20. It'll cost you $25 to get all of this so where you can reference it. Because even if I sit with you in a conversation, unless you take very copious notes, you might not remember it all.
Yep.
So this is why I'm like, people, I need you guys because if you are thinking, and I love the way you said that, job security is not what it used to be. The government job used to be the most secure job in the world, at least for United States folks. We have
Mm,
seen multiple government shutdowns. We don't know one, what this looks like, how long it's going to look like, how many people are going to be impacted. This has been one of, I think it's only like 11, 12 days, almost a million people out of job. I'm starting to see people in some of the chats from my HBCU. Uh, as I'm furloughed, these are my skills. These are my skills, and I'm saying a wide range of skills. Like I can do administrative work, and I also transcribe music. Those are two
yep.
different things, but they like so people are when back against the wall are understanding how to tap back in with their actual skill sets. But don't be in a back against the wall scenario.
Yeah.
Start having that reserved thought process now while you have space to feel like okay, I can take my time versus I need to figure this out. It's November 1st and rent will be due on December 1st. I need to make money in 30 days. How do I do that? That is not a good feeling to have, and I foresee so
Mm-mm.
many people positioning themselves to be in it with the current climate that we're in. So definitely, please, if anybody is watching this, start to think this way. Maybe the digital product scenario is a little overwhelming. Okay. Maybe the ebook is a little overwhelming. Okay. But you have helped billion-dollar companies make sales for free. You might
Mm-hmm.
as well get paid for it. That's my biggest thing. It's
Might as well.
reshaping that thought process there. Um, Bianca, let me ask you, when you first got started, what was your biggest hurdle to growth in what you have going on right now?
Whew. Um, well, I feel like there's like a I feel like there's two answers to this. The first answer is
Okay.
myself. I mean, the first answer
Many of your
is
time.
just, yeah, exactly, right? Like just like the self-sabotage, the procrastination, but the more the more like entrepreneurial answer I will say is trying to do too much at once. I am I got these overachiever tendencies in me, and I do this thing where I'm like, oh yeah, A plus B equals C. So I'm gonna just do this, and then by next week, this is gonna happen, and then it doesn't happen, and you're like, and then
Yeah.
you're jumping around. I've had a lot of shiny object syndrome. Someone's like, "Oh, start this business. Oh, this is what you need to be doing." Y'all be better than me. Okay? Don't make the same mistakes as me. And this is especially if you're new to any type of like entrepreneurship side hustle. Now, if you've been out here, you've been a serial entrepreneur, like you know what's up. Like I'm more seasoned now. But whenever you're first starting, give yourself the time and the space to learn one thing. Choose your one avenue that you want to make money. And until you are bringing in consistent income, don't be trying to add all these other things because now you just have a bunch of things and they all have split attention and none of them are earning you the money that you want to make. Like there's when I talk about self-discipline, I'm not just talking about being willing to wake up in the morning and work on your business. I'm not just talking about being willing to, turn off Netflix and go, put out some content. Like there's also a discipline in not doing the most. There's a discipline in doing the boring work. Okay. Like you mentioned
Yeah.
admin earlier. I hate admin. I hate administrative. I'm telling you, you got to practically tie me down. I cannot stand it. You want to talk to me about you want to put me on a stage. You can put me on a stage. Do not ask me to do administrative work. I hate it. But you know what? As an entrepreneurship, unless you just happen to be somebody who has the budget to hire a team. And if you do, I love that for you. 10 out of 10, do that. If you have the budget to outsource the things that you don't love, great. But for most of us, whenever we start out, we are sales, we are marketing, we are accounting, we are customer service, because that is the
Like,
way entrepreneurship works.
you the
Yeah.
one man band man.
Yeah.
The
Exactly. Exactly.
harmonica, everything. I sing. I'm all the Jackson
Harmonica.
Fives from Marlon to Michael. Literally, that's how it is. And
Yeah.
you make a good point. It is already overwhelming, this entire thought process. That's why I'm like, if you aren't in a I feel like I'm drowning perspective, take this conversation and start to apply some things slowly. I always tell people the reason why so many people don't actually get anything done or don't even start is because the journey seems very harrowing. They don't want to do it. The mountain seems too tall. And it's just like no matter where you go, even if you need to go from here to the couch, you need to get up. You
Yep.
can't just slang yourself to the couch, just wish yourself to the couch. Every journey, no matter short or tall, is going to be a scenario where you got to take the steps. And when you look at how to take these steps, it is ideal for not only making money, but just the entire thought process of moving abroad. So let me ask you, because I think if you can wrap your head around this, or at least somebody, then I think you can wrap your head around making any amount of money. If I was somebody that is looking to get this started and I'm looking to make my first $100 in I'm going to say affiliate marketing because that doesn't call need me. I don't need to come become an expert, or I can just talk about stuff that I like. What would you do, or what would you tell somebody in order to make their first $100 in affiliate marketing?
Oh my God, hands down. Go print your bank statement from last month. Go print that bank statement. Get you a
255.
highlighter. Get you a highlighter. Anything that is not like a bill. And I want you to start highlighting where you are spending your money, because people love to be like, well, I don't even know what I could be an affiliate for. And I'm like, I could probably talk to you for 30 minutes and give you three ways. I'm like, I could just be like, tell me about your life. What did you do yesterday? Just take a very
Yup.
quick inventory of your life. And then once you have, like however many companies, go on their website and then look into their affiliate program. Look for something that says affiliate program, work with us, partner with us, share with a friend. Okay. Like there's different terminologies, but go look at their programs. I'm trying to think of, I don't think I've ever in my life paid to get into an affiliate program. Most of them are going to be free. There are some of them that might require you to have like a certain number of followers. In my experience, that is the exception and it is not the rule. I mean, if I have, and I'm probably an affiliate of at least 15 companies right now. And I think maybe out of those 15, maybe two or three actually cared about my following. Most of them, they just want you to be spreading the word about them. So, like, go look into the affiliate programs. I would recommend choosing something that you're going to earn a significant percentage. So, like, for example, like the Amazon affiliate program is very low hanging fruit, but like similar to what RJ said earlier about like not wanting to do these things from survival mode. Like if you are someone who's like, you know what, I'm patient enough that I'm cool if it's going to take me like 6 months to really start like earning real money, then that's a different story. But like with Amazon, a lot of times, unless it's a really high ticket product, the commission is really low. So I would try to look for something where you can at least
Yeah.
earn $10, something like that on a commission. And then after that, pick your medium. Where do you want to talk about it? Social media is one option. There's a ton of social media platforms. You also have email marketing, you have websites, you can leverage other people's platforms, you can go on podcasts. There's a lot of different ways that you can get the word out there. So figure out where you're spending your money. Choose one company. I would say no more than two. And honestly, if there are two, they probably need to be in the same niche. Okay. You need to understand,
Yeah.
like, you like, because wherever you're marketing, you want it to be consistent, and then start picking where you want to start your marketing, and just start. Be cringy. Let it look stupid. Let it be ugly. Like just do it, because at the end of the day, in the next 5 months, you're always going to look back and feel that way. You think I don't look back on my content from a year ago and I'm like,
It, listen, I'm like, yo, this is great. Like I see it. It's like, but it's just you can see the progression. You can
but you
see
did that.
the comfortability, even but exactly, you have to take the stairs.
Yeah.
This is a life lesson, y'all. You need to take the stairs. Whatever you are looking to be successful at, take the stairs. The elevator is not your friend. You are going to have a rainy day. You are going to have a challenge. You're going to have a problem. Something is going to not go the way that you envisioned it. That's called life. When you take the stairs, you know exactly what steps to take and get to the next step, and the next step, into whatever it is that you consider the top. But if you go from the bottom floor all the way to the elevator and somebody goes boop and knocks you right off the top or something, well, who's gonna put you back on the elevator? How
Mm.
did you get there? You have no idea. This is such an important thing to consider. Uh, oh, do you know about this app? Because this will help people when looking at products. I ran into it. I downloaded it a while ago. It's called a Kalo Data,
Mm-mm.
Kalo Data.
Never heard of it.
So you might want to look into this just in general. But what I saw that it does is it shows you the top trending products, like on like TikTok and affiliate, and how much their cost, and I mean how much the affiliate commission is, and the trending analytics on how many sales it's having, and you can niche down to particular travel or whatever it is that you may want. I think the goalie gummies are on there. I keep seeing that a lot, but there are so many different tools that are starting to become available. AI is actually doing outrageous things. I made an AI video the other day of myself telling my younger self to leave America as soon as he got old enough to do so. Like, the thought process of where you can go with the things that we have access to are going to be limited based only on you. It's no longer, I think, a limitation of is it available? Can I make money? Um, you know, even the first $1,000. Well, I can go into 2026 going to be higher, but I think it's around 1,000. Let's just call it 1,100. If you can make $1,100 a month online, you could qualify for the digital nomad visa in Colombia.
Mm, period.
Now, if you are in the United States, that $1,100 is not going to get you much of anything.
No.
But you guys are looking to move abroad and realistically reframing your thought process, and narrowing your understanding on how much money it's actually going to take and how you can go about getting to that money that it's going to take. This is what this conversation is about. Now, what I will tell everybody that's watching this is just a smaller conversation into a bigger piece. It is often really difficult for people that are looking to move abroad to get connected to all of the resources that they need when considering multiple destinations. You know, when I have had people that came on our Colombia tours that then had to go to a Panama tour separately and then go to a Mexico tour separately. And because at the time I hadn't had the pipeline set up, they had to go do all of that research that I made easy for them on their own, all of the legwork and everything else. So this conversation is a bigger piece of a pie that is designed to take all of that legwork that people that are looking to move abroad, take it out, or at least give you some understanding without having to go spread yourself so thin. So Bianca today has discussed to you guys how you can make money online, because I know you guys have been trying to figure out. I want to leave, but I need to make money abroad. Well, this is how you do so. We talked about, digital products. We talked about affiliate marketing. When we get back together next month, we'll dive in a little bit more ahead of our conference. So if you guys don't know, November 22nd, we're going to have our virtual relocation conference. It is going to cover all of the basic things that you need. Where are you going to go? So we're going to cover Colombia. Medellin will be covered. Santa Marta will be covered. And Cali, Colombia will be covered. But we're also covering other destinations. We're going to give you guys Mexico. We're going to give that as Playa del Carmen. We're going to give you Panama City, Panama. We're going to give you Cape Town, South Africa. So all of these top expat destination places are going to be available to you. We have experts that are going to give you understanding on cost of living, what the time zone is, what the weather is even like there. But we dig down a little bit deeper because we know you don't need just where to go. We brought Bianca in so she can talk to you about more in detail this digital marketing and affiliate product lifestyle. Not only how you can get started, but how you can thrive in it and start to build your next best life. But we also have the things that you often forget when you go run out of a burning house that is America. You very forget, that your student loans are on your table right now. You might need to go figure out how you get those repaid. Well, we got the student loan doctor coming to speak at the virtual conference. We had last week Corey Hooks, who is a black woman in finance. She helps people learn how to build wealth by moving abroad. So whether it is retirement, whether it is for your family and trying to get saved up for college, what that looks like. Yes, we remember all of the things that you may forget when you're running out of the burning house. We also give you guys understanding and give you the ability to talk to a parent that has actually moved their children abroad. What's the point of taking you and not bringing your family with you? But how do you do so? All of these things and more will be available to you on our virtual relocation conference, November 22nd. You guys can go to movetravelabrod.com. There it is, the early bird tickets. We've got until November, so please make sure you are getting those early bird tickets because we've got over $300 plus in value with just your general admission ticket. We are literally trying to give you and set you, the person that is looking to move abroad up, for as much success as possible that is waiting for them on the other side of the TSA. Today, I hopefully hope that you heard something that sparked your interest, that gave you a little bit more clarity and certainty that this is something that you can do. My job is to continue to bring these conversations to life and bring you guys information bring them to you in a way where that you can come and use them. I tell people the journey of moving abroad is like starting a journey with an empty book bag. These conversations are designed to put all the tools you need in there: the rations, the compass, your map. These things are important when you go to look to leave. So thank you, Bianca, for being a part of this journey. Thank you, everybody that tuned in. We will be back a little bit later. If you guys, I think it's about almost 4 o'clock Eastern time. We'll be back at 6:30 with the Roots and Routes podcast. We are going to be talking all of the things that you need to ask yourself to get ready to move abroad. It is a very difficult process, and we do our best to try to simplify it. Bianca, can you make sure that people know how to get in contact with you and where to find your digital products at?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am at She's Booking the Flight on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And then in my link in bio is where you can find my stand store where I have all of my digital products, including my cash flow come up checklist, which is specifically for people who want to learn how to start making more money, no matter your current circumstances. So make sure y'all lock into that for those of y'all who are for real about making this move abroad happen.
Seriously, you know why? Because I am a person that practices what they preach. I made it easy on myself. You can go to movetravelabroad.com and actually grab that book. Yes, you can go to remote work and you can go click it and you can grab that book. Why would I not be a part of the affiliate marketing money? All of this positive energy that we're spreading out here. Bianca, I thank you so much for taking your time out today in your busy schedule. Thank you guys for sitting through and learning a little bit about how you can move abroad and take some money with you. I'll see you guys back at 6:30 p.m. My name is RJ Moody. It's been a pleasure to have some conversation with you in this little bit of time. I'll see y'all later.